they didn't have a refrigerator, it was an ice box, you know. So this would cost them, like in 1927 when they moved in, this would cost about $300. Now a car would cost about $300. So if you had $300 and we didn't have credit like they have today, where do you think you'd get, a car or a refrigerator?
Refrigerator.
No. You'd probably get a car, wouldn't you? Well, but we're women, we would get a refrigerator. Yeah. But if you needed, I've never even looked inside because we're not allowed to touch. But anyway, I'm dying to know how big it is. But come and look back here. So if you didn't have a refrigerator, you had a pantry. And so this is what you did with some of the other groceries that didn't need. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't keep even mayonnaise in the refrigerator. We kept it in the cupboard. We kept everything in the cupboard.
It was cool. It was more cool in the inside the cupboards.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's a cold storage unit. They would hang a side of beef or a pig or whatever they killed, and they would just.
You know, when you in Europe where they preserve the meat, they hang it.
Cut off a leg of lamb or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a shower.
Yeah. Okay, so over here. Oh wow, this is pretty dim, but you can see, here's some pictures of this is Frank Romero, the family, the foreman in the ranch, and his sister Maud Bassity was right here, and there's Thomas, and there's Walter, and then this is Bassity and Agnes, and then I think this is somebody's father, I forget who, but
Thomas Temple, Joe Romero.
well, he must be, okay, he's the father of Mrs. Bassity and Frank Romero. Yeah. So now this is a funny story. This little boy one time was on a tour here.
Oh, really?
But he was a grown man, he was an old man.
Mm-hmm.
But he saw this picture and he goes, that's me. He says, I used to live here. My mom was, my mom, she was like this, she worked here.
How old is he when he?
I don't know, but they did a oral history with him. They said, "Oh, would you come and tell us everything you know?"
That's 1925. He looks like he's what? I don't know. 8 or something.
Yeah, he could be about that. Yeah, so I don't know. This was a few years ago. Anyway, and then this is another workman, Manuel Hague. And when we came in the first gate, and I talked about the oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just to the east of that, there's now a picnic area.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that used to be a pool. This pool was there. It was a reservoir for the kids. When they built this house, they wanted, if there was a fire, they wanted to be able to have a water source, so they put that in. I'll show you a picture upstairs, but anyway, that's him standing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go outside and come back in, but I want to show you. Yeah,
Sink.
All right, so there's the replica, or that's not the replica, that's the real deal. They found that on the property, and so they ended up, it usually is running. I don't know why it's not running today, but that's a real millstone. Yeah, so that millstone's quite the find. All right, we're gonna go back in the house over here. You can see that they still have some of the little shards of ceramics and stuff. Yeah. Okay, now this is a good spot to stop and look up above because those wings up there, they weren't there when the family lived here. This is how it looked. It was open. You see how it's open? Yeah, they did that when it became they had a military boys' school here. Okay. They had the dormitories they had to add. Yeah, so that's what it looked like. And here's Agnes sitting out in front of Yeah, and then upstairs, it was open like this, and you could go out on the patios upstairs, and this was like upstairs instead of it being closed off like it is now. So that's the way it was. Now come around here and you can see more carved animals in the. They love their little pets. So there's a little kitty cat and there's a dog over
there.
on the other side. All right, we're going to go back in and go to the other side of the house. All right, thank you for closing the door. All right, so what room is this?
Living room.
Wait, I'm gonna sit down. I've been having back problems, so I hope you don't mind this little game while you get through.
Talaga.
Yeah, it's a game room, but turn around and look over on these walls.
Oh, the library.
Library.
Oh.
Yes, and these bookcases were the last thing that they put in that they installed before they moved in here. They were waiting for these, and they moved in December of 1927. So you're looking at the windows because those were some of their favorite authors. Milton and Shakespeare, Cervantes, and who's the other one?
Longfellow.
Longfellow, yes. Okay, and over here in these windows is depicted one of Cervantes's most famous Don Quixote. The Man from La Mancha, you've heard that song, yeah. So that's over here depicted. But look up above, you don't see those fancy carvings. This was more where where the family hung out and, like you said, played games, and it's like our family room kind of now these days. And now they don't even have family rooms. They have a great room that does everything,
Yeah.
It's kind of different. And now we used to do that, but we don't put.
Oh, I know, yeah.
We don't kill bears and lay them on.
I know, I'm on the floor more.
Yeah, but that's what we did back then.
Wow.
And ever so often, actually, we have to take that guy and we fold him up. We put him in a bag. We put gloves on him, and we make a certain bag, and we put him in the freezer to get rid of the little mites that get in him. Yeah. Every couple years we have to do that.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, you guys step into here, and I'm not sure if my voice changes, but can you tell what room this is?
Entertainment.
From now, all the kids were very musically inclined. They all took music. In fact, Agnes graduated from the Dominican College of Northern California, and she played piano, and the boys played, I think, saxophone. Yeah, they were very musical.
And there's
I think they really did a lot of dancing, and the Charleston was popular in the 1920s. Remember when the Charleston, that dance where and then look at, we have all the composers in the.
oh wow.
I don't know where our drapes went. They must be cleaning them or something, because we have drapes up there.
It's brighter.
It is, yeah. All right, and you can hear something, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably have a good acoustics here.
Yes, because the curved thing.
Yeah.
Curved ceiling. Yeah. And the record player, now we don't have record players, but now, and behind it we have a little iPod or something to fool you guys. All right, so let's go upstairs. And here, did you see we have more of the hinges that are different? Hear no evil, see no evil. All right, if you will close the door when you come. I'll leave you upstairs. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, because I have
You're not gonna be able.
no, I can, but
Are you okay to come up?
I have a hard time because of my knee.
Well,
Oh.
listen, we have a book down there if you want to just sit there and look and see what's up there. I don't have to tell you to hold on to that. I'm having real trouble myself with my back. Oh, I started back into my classes doing too much exercise.
This, how pretty. Look at that.
So as we come down here, you can see the stained glass